NASA is the premier space organization of the United States and currently leads the world in space exploration and research. The organization has discovered a lot about space and the cosmos. While they have indeed helped us to better understand space, there is no doubt they are also hiding some secrets from us: the existence of aliens. Why hasn't NASA visited the moon again, and what do they know about aliens? We shall find out in this video. NASA hasn't returned to the moon again. From 1969 to 1972, during the height of the Cold War, the United States began the space race with the Soviet Union. In the span of just 3 short years, the United States launched 7 missions to the moon. What's shocking is we never went back after Apollo 17. The Apollo program came to an abrupt halt. NASA claimed it was due to national budget restrictions and declining enthusiasm from the public, but others claimed that NASA actually discovered something and that maintaining a human presence there would eventually reveal the truth. A number of alleged claims and so-called documents have presented the possibility that astronauts have actually discovered the remains of alien structures and settlements on the moon. Most of these detailed accounts describe a lunar base with several photos pointing to the possible sites of these structures. Other related reports also show suggestive transcripts as well as certain strains of incidents like Buzz Aldrin's UFO and the music heard by Apollo 10 astronauts en route there. Indeed, it was bizarre that the Apollo program, which was supposed to last up to 20, was cancelled abruptly. No humans have ever physically returned there ever since. Are we searching the wrong planet? Today, Mars is the subject of intense fascination by astronomers. It was even believed at one point that another civilization lived there, at least up until the first flyby successfully revealed just how barren the red planet really was. The Viking landers which arrived on Mars in 1976 had many objectives, but one particularly important mission that it needed to carry out was to search for any signs of biological processes or organic molecules on the red planet. It soon turned out that life never existed on Mars. The issue with the Viking landers was that even though the analysis was accurate, it was only accurate for the specific area of the planet where it landed. NASA deliberately had no means at the time to develop rovers or any surface-traveling robotic probe, since those missions were pretty much dress rehearsals to know more about the planet's surface. Thus, it remained a possibility that NASA just never searched in the right place. Even today, with transmissions to the rovers taking as much as 40 minutes to send back and forth, we may never know if they really did arrive at the exact location to find evidence of primitive life. Public denial. NASA has been generally open to the public when it comes to their missions. However, when there are opportunities for details to remain unconfirmed, there seems to be quite the tendency for them to lean towards secrecy. Such as the case when NASA publicly declined any supposed reports about its plans for disclosure on the discovery of alien life during mid-2017. Apparently, there were rumors circulating at the time that NASA was about to spill the beans about its contact with alien life. Reports even stated that the hacker group Anonymous were involved in spreading the news about this imminent disclosure. NASA, of course in its best interests, never confirmed these claims. Obscuring natural phenomenon. Going back to the red planet, what better way to hide any potential discoveries on Mars than with a natural event that could conveniently blanket all evidence? This certainly was the case when NASA's Mariner 9 orbiter arrived on Mars as the probe reached the planet and went into orbit around it. In November 1971, the planet was suddenly engulfed within a very wide blanket of fine Martian particles. The dust storm literally lasted for months until it finally cleared in January 1972, allowing Mariner 9 to at last conduct its mission properly. Now, was it a coincidence that Mariner 9 happened to be the very first successful orbiter? The very first one to arrive at a time during the Martian season planet-wide dust storm? Perhaps, but if not, it's the perfect opportunity to hide any evidence of alien contact. While showing direct evidence of a legitimate reason for the hampered space mission, is it a practice that lives on today? Nobody knows, but if any floating bells happen to be on Mars, NASA would most likely hold on to this type of convenience. Blatant diversions. When NASA was transmitting a video feed that showed part of the Earth's North Pole last 2016, the stream was evidently interrupted suddenly by the apparent switching of the video to static images. Incidentally, this was at a precise moment when something was about to happen at the North Pole. While the hollow Earth claims were certainly a bit out of proportion, the timing of the event was indeed quite suspicious. Why would NASA even try to cover up what seems to be a simple meteorological event? Unless, of course, something was actually happening at the time of the interruption. Coincidental technical issues are, of course, the go-to remedy to dismiss any crazy ideas. But the fact remains that the entire fiasco seemed all too precise is suggested a blatant diversion from something that NASA seemed to not want the public to witness. Well, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.